Danganronpa 18. Damn it, I fucked that up really bad. We are joined by Samir.
Welcome to the burn zone.
Ford.
Only burn inside anime girls.
Oh, burn one or two. Lauren.
Yeah, what's up?
Jenna. Nick.
Konnichiwa.
Scott.
Hello.
And Luke.
We're back.
Nice.
Voice mod's back.
Let's go!
Well, welcome to. Oh, I just realized that I'm much lower than I usually am in the seat because I forgot to put on my camera angle booster. There we go. Now I'm higher. Okay. So I read this at the end of the last episode, and when we last left off, it was about to be trial time.
The
Damn
DS closes.
I don't have my automaton, so Ford, you're gonna need to cover
I
me
also
on this
don't
one.
have mine.
Oh
It's
my
okay,
god!
I got this, boys.
Let's go. We descended.
Okay, that's all I got.
Perhaps because there are
Alright,
fewer of us,
how's the
the
proximity?
elevator seem to move faster.
That's how annoying it is.
How's the
Let's
proximity
go.
to the door
What?
theory going?
Then you're telling me my work was precisely done. That was an incoherent sentence. It appears that peripheral or center theory is bust at this point in time.
Damn.
Yeah,
Although
Tanko is in-
non-back theory is still kicking.
Can you even see me? And can you even see Maki?
Yeah, you're at the bottom right. And so we fell
Left.
faster and faster downward.
Bottom
into the
right's
black.
Ganta.
Or bottom left. Did I say right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like the elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it?
The dark light of despair.
Boy, they look really depressed. Must be. There's even fewer participants now.
Bro, if you get your panties in a twist over less or fewer, I'm gonna burn down your house.
Don't say they look fewer, they look less. You'll make Monodam sad.
What was I about to say? Okay, historically, fewer and less have had no distinct meanings. They were perfect synonyms. And then one dude in like the late 1800s decided to make that a rule, and people just sort of went with it.
Oh. There's no Carson this time.
As much as I love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth, let's hurry up and get this started! At last, the class trial will begin! I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content!
I hate that.
Hey, guys, I'm
The
gonna
class
take this
trial was
episode.
about to begin.
2020 is 97% complete.
No.
Angie Yanaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Student Academy Council to try to prevent the killing game. Then Tenko Chapashira, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. Oh, and Max!
She hates Max the most.
The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. Why is Himiko flossing?
I'm hitting that Fortnite.
And
We
who
have
was
said
the
this
one who
every
killed him?
single time.
Because every time it's absurd. Oh my god, look at what Fortnite dance is Kaido doing? He's doing the one where you like punch the air and you kick at the same time.
I'm not.
Oh,
answering
you know what I'm
that.
talking about. You know what I'm talking about. What am I thinking of? I want to say it was like it was a season 5 Battle Pass emote. Was it one person?
Boo! You stink.
Oh my god! Slide 2
Someone
of
on this
people is
panel
doing
is gonna
really
die.
well! 2 different people? We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth.
Someone on panel 2.
And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial.
Attaboy.
I would like to save. Thank you very much.
$997 mana coins. 60 hours! Let's go!
There are 2 mana coins to be gained. Will we get them?
Oh my god, the second I joined this call, my nose just started bleeding.
Oh no!
And I'm
It's
choking
fine.
on the blood.
Is that what the call is?
Ugh.
Give it to Brighton.
Is it pink?
Brighton needs the blood.
No.
I do need the blood. If you want to bottle that up, perfect.
Oh yeah.
We gotta clone Max.
I'm gonna put that on.
I reproduce through budding.
He said butt.
I really like Undo Claw. It's really good.
That means undo 3.
That it does. Twin 6. Switches to better car. Okay. Well, I don't need to go faster in that game that I already
Upgrade
know.
the
As I
whip!
recall, there is a hidden Monokuma during the Mind section. Mind.
Oh, you're gonna need to tell me where that is, cause
Yeah,
that'll be
I'm
really
looking
easy
it
to
up
fuck
right
up.
now.
Okay. Oh, look at this! This literally just like
Oh,
solves.
it's a
Scrum
random
debate
corner
for me.
of the first Mind of the trial. It's one of the corners. You just don't know which one.
Okay, well at least that means that I know where to be going and not where to not.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Delusion.
Ooh, this looks actually really good. Slowly recovers the influence gauge while concentrating and during fever time. What? That's just like free health. But yeah. Okay, well I think we've got our stuff. So I suppose we will do our thing where we read off the truth bullets.
Woo, truth reading.
Today we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25!
Bloody
Oh my
Kokichi.
God! Oh my God, that's a lot of truth bullets.
Long
have-
investigation here.
We
Do
have
only
9
use all
people.
of them in every investigation?
We don't always use all of them now, but yeah. Okay, so the victim is Ultimate Artist Angie Inaga. The victim's body was discovered in the Ultimate Artist Research Lab. The time of death is approximately 2 o'clock a.m. The victim was killed by a fatal stab wound to the torso. Additionally, she has lacerations on her forehead. The second victim is the Ultimate Aikido Master Tenko Chabashira. The victim's body was discovered in the vacant room on the 4th floor. The estimated time of death is 11 a.m. The victim was stabbed in the back of her neck, resulting in death. No other injuries were detected. Samir.
Smoogy's account. Angie had locked herself in the Ultimate Artist Lab since yesterday, working on the ritual. She would not unlock the door unless someone from the Student Council asked her to. The Student Council members were Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Smoogy.
Ford.
This door, oh my god, this is so resolution. Hang on. This door has a cylindrical lock. Monodam swallowed the only key, so it can only be locked and unlocked from inside the lab. Before Andy's body was found, the door was locked, but Kakichi opened it by picking the lock.
Nice.
Itchy.
Lawrence.
Cock itchy.
A book Monokuma prepared as a motive. Angie's attempt to carry out the book's resurrection ritual. The Necronomicon resurrection ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn the Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of the carbon monoxide poison. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, You should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely.
I wonder if this will ever be relevant in the future.
Nope.
No.
I don't think so.
Bonks.
Jenna.
Considering the laceration, the injury on the victim's forehead was not bleeding as much as it should.
Nick.
Hold on. Bloody piece of duct tape stuck to her hair. Blood on it had already dried. The blood that was flowing from the back of Angie's neck created a pool.
I parsed
Like
that.
a swimming pool.
I parsed that like bloody duct tape, Harry.
Yeah,
I think that's what Angie would want done with her blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Scott.
The 4 wax effigies that were created for the resurrection ritual. They were exact replicas of the late Rantaro, Cade, Ryoma, and Scott.
Oh.
And Kirumi. They were hung upside down from the ceiling beams in the Ultimate Artist's lab.
Look.
Gold leaf katana. It was stabbed into the hung Cade effigy. Because the katana is so old, the handle's gold leaf rubs off easily. There was blood on the tip. It was taken from the Ultimate Anthropologist's lab, so only the sheath was left in the display case. Anyone could have entered the lab.
Max.
The Anthropologist lab, that is.
This door has a sliding lock. When Angie's body was found, the sliding lock was locked from the inside. The handle of the sliding lock moves forward at the slightest touch. Something golden shines on the handle.
Okay, Oh, that's me. Kokichi can lock and unlock the front door of his Ultimate Artist Lab with his lockpicking skills.
He owns the artist lab?
Yep. Samira.
Oh boy, here we go. In order to perform the cage child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium and a dark place with no light. First draw of the magic circle passed down from the cage dog village on the ground. Then the spirit medium must place their forehead on a stone and curl up like a turtle. They must do this at the center of the circle. After the other 4 must make the following preparations. Place the iron cage over the spirit medium, and then cover that cage with a white cloth. Finally, place the dog god on top of the cage. Take care not to step on the magic circle during the preparations. Finally, turn off all the lights to make it completely dark, and your preparations will be complete. The seance will commence once all 4 participants stand at the corners of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the Cage Child song. After the song, ask, "Is the cage child?" Then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply with the voice of the spirit you have summoned. Holy fuck!
Yeah, that was a long one. Ford.
A function that Miyu has added to Kibo. He can emit blinding light from his eyes. Haha, that's a little
Blinded
Lauren.
Me?
Yep.
The wooden statue that was put on the top of the iron cage during the sconce. It weighs about 175 pounds. Sushi, Kokichi, Kyo, and Kimiko work together to put it up and remove it from the cage.
Jenna.
The sheet that was over the iron cage during the sconce. It's very thick and cannot be seen through. There's blood on the back around the middle of the sheet, but there's no hole in the fabric. Kyo was the one who placed the sheet over the cage and removed it off the cage.
Nick.
A hole that was in the corner of the room. The seance was held at what? Did I pronounce that right?
Sean.
No, it's pronounced
Yeah,
Kyo.
Sean's was held at. Anyway, there is space under the floor, so you can see what was dropped there.
Yeah, it's pronounced just like the name Sean. Shots.
Shut
Yeah,
the fuck
alright.
up.
Wait, were you not aware that that's why I was saying that in the first place?
I kind of got that a split second later.
Scott.
A magic circle that was drawn with salt. It was drawn on the floor of the room where the seance was held. After Tenko's body was found, the magic circle was trampled on. That made it impossible to check the original shape. I think there's snails involved.
Yeah.
One of the
Okay.
people in there was secretly a snail and just raged and destroyed the circle.
They couldn't. They would die.
What was I about to do?
Oh, you're right.
So I guess the
Oh,
ship's
Luke.
important. Oh, marker stone. The stone that was by Tenko's body. During the sconce, Tenko had been crouched over in the iron cage with her forehead on this stone.
Max.
A loose floorboard, right below Tenko. It was not loose before the shot. There was dried blood on the bottom part of the floorboard.
Yeah, kids, Tenko was in Derby's shots. It was about 5 feet wide and 5 feet long. Yeah. So I check the cage, placed this over Tenko, and he never got removed it. Tenko's blood was on the bottom of the cage.
Samir, would you mind not reading the next one?
Sure.
No, Ford, you're supposed to read it.
Oh, what? What?
Ford, read
This
it.
was never communicated to me.
Yeah, what?
Alright.
I was confused too.
Tenko died in the crouch position, and the injury on the back of her neck was deep, but probably not enough to kill her immediately.
I'll take the next
Samir.
one. Yeah. During the seance, there was a loud sound while it was completely dark.
Lauren.
Whoever is after me, but isn't Ford.
Yes, Lauren.
Lauren.
The sickle that was under the floor of the room the sconce was held in. The weapon came from the ultimate assassin's lab. The blade was about 6 inches and the blood was still wet.
Bro, seriously, what kind of murderer just goes like, yeah, I'm gonna leave the weapon at the scene of the crime? What?
One who doesn't care.
There was literally a big-ass hole going into the next room that he could have just, or he or she, I guess, could have just hucked it into. And they didn't check it out. They didn't check
Maybe
out
they
what
were
was in
just
the hole.
rushing to get out of there.
Yeah.
Like they were just like scrambling.
Brayton, do you already have a suspect in mind?
No, I do not have a suspect in mind. I was just throwing
Yo,
that
is
out.
somebody sus?
Jenna.
One of the cross pieces that support the loose floorboard of the room the seance was held in, only the portion that supports the floorboard was cut off. It wasn't broken naturally. It looked like someone had purposefully cut it.
Nick.
A small amount of blood that was on the ground under the floor of the room the seance was held in. It was quite far from where Tenko's blood was dripping.
And bloody Kokichi,
Bloody Kokichi!
Scott.
Bloody Kokichi! Bloody Kokichi! Oh god, he's here!
Like how Kichi, Ron.
Is this me?
Yeah.
While Kokichi was investigating the neighboring room from where the seance was held, he had stepped through one of the floorboards. That room had also had a part of a crosspiece cut off, the portion that supported the floorboard.
Bloody Kokichi. Okay. Well,
I have my suspicions.
Here goes
and I'm ready to learn if they're wrong.
yeah, I mean, I guess I have a couple of, like, minor suspects in my head, but nothing that I'm like, it's this person.
Ahem! Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial!
Do we really need to do this every single time?
Yes! During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is and vote for who done it. Vote correctly and only the Blackens will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the Blackens, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy, awesome trial underway!
Pog.
Sorry, everyone, but I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time. Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Alright, wait, who is, what was I doing? So I take it that Ford will be Sumugi and Scott will be Kibo. Yeah?
Wait.
Because Scott doesn't have a character and Ford
Yes.
has a monocub, but...
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's just the last two characters that are left, so...
Yeah.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
Shut up. I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
What an unfortunate spaceman!
He said the thing!
Who broke
I
it?
don't get it.
I'm not mad. I'm just
I'm not mad. I just want to know. That's the line.
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. They may be too kidless.
It's like fasten.
Oh, is this me? Okay, this is me, right?
Have fun.
Fuck. Oh shit, I didn't think. So our other culprit.
Just do Tenko possessing her.
No, to be one of us here.
What do you mean, oddly sounding like Tenko Smoogie?
Or please do Yoda.
Transfer.
I like
as
how,
long as her vowels are being dragged out, it's Yoda.
I like how due to Max's Yoda last time, Yoda has just become ruin the word order as opposed to actually predictable.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, how do you make Yoda say that and maybe our resident transfer student? I'm not doing sucking Yoda.
Okay, this is the Tenko thing. Tenko's dead, not a real person.
Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Alright, stop making stuff up.
Say something, Sushi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
I'll have one California roll. Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Is it gonna be Necronomicon? Because in order to revive one of them, you need to destroy the book? I'm leaning toward that.
Necronomicon. They wouldn't be here anyway, dumbass.
No.
So ritual did work?
Oh, well,
shoot this
Necronomicon.
one.
That's...
I hate you!
How could you say something so mean?
Oh, Luke.
You are so mean!
Luke, also make sure.
You are so mean.
Also make sure you got the backwards fold up, Luke.
Oh, yes, I know. It's not here. It's not
Okay.
this one.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded, because the last time it was like the first thing. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us. You have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ash. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poison. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have gone. Been gone.
Squat.
My bad. So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Then, gone to think Rentaro, probably not culprit.
Who?
Even though he's standing right next to me.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Sorry,
Oh.
Scott.
Guess you're right.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Typically, that's not an active verb in that context.
I was just thinking that, like, I don't know how to express it. But...
Hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand. Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necrocomicum.
What are you talking about?
The
There's no way that's possible.
Doug Dimmadome?
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
That's right, Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimmadome.
So we can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Checkmate,
Man,
atheist!
I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodam back to, or Monocum back to life.
Well, Monaco's still alive, though.
Aha, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection. Come on, Monocum's corpse.
I'm gonna
Hey, Porter, you ready to
fucking
lose another
lose my
character?
mind if Monotaro dies in this execution.
That'd be such a
Oh.
problem.
So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time.
There's no way it's possible.
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us. Let's hurry and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who? Who broke it?
Step aside, half pint. I'll handle this. I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Gio murdered Angie.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb with me, creep show. I already know how it happened, Morty.
What?
She's correct. The trial ends there.
We get all those truth bullets for nothing.
Wait.
Culprit used a katana to kill
Is
Angie.
it? Oh, it's gonna be Samugi's account, right? Because yeah, they wouldn't have opened the door.
Yeah.
And it was found at Kyo's research lab.
I mean, that is true. But
Automatically suspicious. Anyone could have taken that katana, you see. So
that rusty
was the
katana
murder
was-
weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo. Did not care about some katana. Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, but it was locked. It's
Man,
hiding.
probably the lock picking
It's probably.
or the door.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
does Kokichi's lockpicking also say that Kokichi is the only one who's able to pick locks?
No,
I think it does, doesn't
it
it?
said it says he unlocked it. It's either that or the Smoogies account.
Hang on.
Is Greggy really the culprit? Does that sort of fit in with the facts of the case? We should think about it from the beginning.
It's possible that
Back door, front door, katana, lockpicking.
I mean, it is true that people that it came from there, but I think.
Oh
that-
wait, can only be locked and unlocked from inside the lab, and Kokichi opened it from picking the lock. So he would have, Kreki would have had to be inside, but he wasn't.
Well, no, Miyu's asserting that he broke in somehow, presumably by lockpicking.
Yeah, but then how would he have locked the door?
So what's the truth bullet?
The door has a cylindrical lock. Monodam swallowed the only key, so it can only be locked and unlocked from inside the lab. Before
Okay,
Andy's body was found.
I guarantee you that Miyu's going to laugh at you for assuming that it was not broken into when that's the logical leap she's making. But try it.
The door was locked from the inside. The handle of the sliding lock moves with the slightest touch. Something was golden. Okay, hang on. A feature of cylindrical locks. Does a cylindrical lock necessarily mean it's a thing that you can lock while the door is open and then pull shut from the other side?
No, it just means it's a cylinder.
It has to be
That's
locked
what I
when it's
thought.
closed, right?
That was a bullshit answer. Don't actually take that for.
Well, because like, you know,
It has to be closed to be locked.
I mean,
well, because you know, like doors with the little thing that you turn on the inside
Yeah, the
locking
little
side, and
horizontal
also
thing.
ones, yeah, exactly, and also the ones that you press in. Both of those style locks, you can lock and then close and create the appearance that you were in the room, but you're not, because you locked it from the outside by just walking through the door
Oh, I misinterpreted its style. Of
and
lock.
closing it
Okay.
behind you. That being said, what do we have? We have It was taken from the Ultimate Anthropologist lab.
Mm-hmm. Kreki said that he didn't care about the katana, but there's nothing to refute that.
Yeah, I mean, it was easily taken, and he didn't say anything about it, so maybe he doesn't care about it. I don't think that's a hard and fast rule, though.
Mm-hmm.
The door has a sliding lock. Okay, I feel like we're definitely shooting it at break-in.
Yeah, it's definitely break-in, and it's either this or it's Smoogy's account, or the lockpicking. Wait, which ones do we have for this? What are the truth bullets available anyway?
I know we have Smokey's account. I think that we have lockpicking as well. I don't think we have the doors.
Yeah, I don't think we have the back door.
We have both the doors.
Are you certain?
Yep.
For the as our current truth bullets?
Lockpicking, back door, front door, katana, Sumugi's account.
Okay. I would say Smoogy's account because someone was watching guard, or she wouldn't have let anyone in.
Yeah, and she thought a break in. Like, that's what I was thinking as well.
This is one where every one of them could apply. We can also go off of what they say afterwards.
Yeah, that's true. We're assuming this is a true statement.
It's the next one.
That is so good.
I hate you! There we go. Okay.
Hey, for sure.
Wow, that actually works.
No, Cricket would not have been able to enter Angie's lab. Isn't that right, Smoogie?
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Ford?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, he said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
I like how we shot it and it broke in. Like, you don't have to be invited to break into a place.
Right, that's why I was biased against this truth bullet at first.
And Cricket is not a member. She would not have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So
I do
whoever
not
killed
kill
Angie
people. That is my
must have been
least favorite
one of
thing to do.
must have been one of the student council members. Yeah.
Can I make a prediction as to how this thing is gonna go that'll either age really well or really poorly?
What?
I think Tenko killed Angie, and at the halftime we're going to figure out that Tenko killed Angie, and halftime is going to end, or the next section is going to begin with Monokuma coming in and being like, well, in that case, I guess we'll go after the second murderer instead. I think that's a good prediction, but do with that what you will.
How it ages.
I was doing a little bit to lead you on right to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got into it. Got it. Fuck, whatever.
Hands over to Miyu, and it's just motorcycle noises.
Oh, how clever!
You can't just ignore her, Gunter.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Sumuji, and Himika.
I could listen to Nick Kraken for hours.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Why are his eyes crosshairs? Yeah, of course.
They're sparkles.
No, they're crosshairs.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously, let's believe in them.
Believe. Okay.
What the hell was that?
The belief fairy.
People are like, oh, okay. Oh, look at Angie's X. What is that?
I think it's Halo.
Oh,
and Wings.
she's got a halo and wings. That's adorable.
Oh, that's really good.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Sumuji, and Kibo.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
Now I can't look at that and not see crosshairs. He's literally getting ready to shoot
the
you.
end of the ultimate.
I'm gonna kill you, and you're not gonna see it coming.
He's getting ready. I am. He's getting ready to shoot you with crosshairs, or not crosshairs, bullet eyes. That's what I meant to say. Bro, when you get shot with a crosshair.
You mean one of those two people? Because a robot ain't people, Jack.
It's a robot. That's a really good line.
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
What evs? The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Sumugi. Well?
No! Not Gonta! Gonta would never kill Angie!
I'm literally shaking and crying. Gonta would never do that.
That's the line.
I'm literally shaking and crying.
They stick up for me too.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Oh wait!
Gonta gets fucking waterboarded.
I thought that you were just making that line up.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
Oh, we doing the
The three-way.
Oh
Gonta
my
not
god! This.
Well, bitches, it's somebody.
Well, it's someone.
Front door, back door, lockpicking, Necronomicon, Sumugi's account. Front door, back door, lockpicking, Sumugi's account, Necronomicon. We've already used this, so I sort of don't think we're gonna use it again after such a.
Please.
Can we what? Yeah, front door. Door is a cylindrical lock.
Monoton
Swallow the key. So it can only be locked from inside and outside.
Oh, front door and lockpicking are redundant. What's back door?
Sliding lock, it has
Okay, lock
the
from
dust
inside, lock from
from
murder.
the katana.
Gold and shiny on the handle.
Yeah, it has the dust from the katana.
Cool. Okay, let's go.
Gonta's gentlemen. Gentlemen would not betray student council.
Wait, how do I get rid of this? Oh, I just shoot it again. Whoops. Only student
there we
council.
go. That's lockpicking.
Oh, where is it? Yeah, I'll come back to it. We have plenty of time.
Okay.
I couldn't find it in the list.
Is that a robophobic remark?
There were several suspicious statements, but one is obviously inconsistent. I'll shoot some shit again.
It's,
Nice.
It's Kokichi.
Yeah.
That's utterly impossible! Not just anyone could open that door. Only student council members had
I
access.
hate you!
Aw, but I love you!
Counter.
No, it wasn't just student council members that could open that door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
I was referring to Kreki. He couldn't have done it, but you could have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it. Kichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. Lauren gets to make clicking noises again.
Clack!
Clacking.
There! Open sesame!
How many times are they gonna use that clip?
Evidently 4.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
So, you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie!
Kokichi is perfectly taking my Among Us strategy right here. Huh.
Wait, what? What did you say? Just say.
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie!
Dude, just like the
The
dudes were saying
culprit
last
was me
Christmas.
all along.
What? You're telling me George Michael killed Angie?
What?
What?
I'm so confused.
Okay.
What are
He
you
said-
saying?
he
Is this
said
some kind
wham.
of joke?
He said Wham killed Angie. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, George Michael of Wham killed Angie?
George,
It
wait.
was a good joke.
George Michael was part of Wham before his solo career? Or,
Yeah.
huh,
Easy
I was
to know.
unaware of that.
No joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins.
That's the second one I've heard of earlier today. I was just informed that Don Henley was part of the Eagles earlier today.
Yes, he was.
Holy
Oh my-
53
And
was
What?
died.
Yeah,
I
he
feel
was
him.
wide
So
receiver.
much better.
Wait, so Kokichi really is sus?
No, he's lying. I think maybe.
He's lying, I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Let me ask you, culprit, how did you lock the door?
Huh? It's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Oh, what does it make sense? Can you lock a door by picking it?
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked that room. They used a different method.
The gold leaf.
What
They
different
literally just
method?
Locked it.
Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice to explain yourself, Morty.
There were two doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was... back door, I assume?
Back door. Because they had they
Yeah.
used
Just
they locked it after murder.
The back door, that's how they made this locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
The culprit used a certain tool. The tool the culprit used to lock the sliding door from outside was... Oh god,
Mine. All right, one of the
random
corner.
random corner.
Any
Uh,
corner. It's gonna be
Yeah,
top
probably
left.
top right.
It's
Oh,
gonna be
never
top
mind.
left. It's gonna be top left.
No, it wouldn't be a single block. Oh, I guess it kind of has to be. Oh, I'm not wrong about this. That would
Oh,
be
it's the bottom right. Yeah,
Is it?
yeah. It said corner.
But I'm
Dude.
looking at these corners and
Yeah.
they're...
Yeah.
You
Maybe
missed-
it's.
there's an-
Ah!
there he is. He's
Oh!
big. I thought he'd be under one.
I
block.
assume
so
they
he's
used...
two
I assume they
blocks.
used the sickle, right?
That would make some sense. Yeah.
How I have hairless
So
whispers
that would
stuck in
make
my
it the
head.
same murderer in both cases, right?
It's not that.
There we go.
How the
This is
hell do you
also
lock a
back
door
door,
with a
right?
katana?
I don't know, but there's dust, and it came from the katana.
I figured it's because they... I figured it was because they, got it on their fingers. Well, there it is,
He
boys.
sees it. Oh my God, Shuichi spoke.
Oh, wait, that was Hoonie! The gold leaf katana that was stabbed in the Cade's effigy. The culprit used that to hit the knob with the sliding lock to lock the door.
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock because...
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf of the katana did peel rather easily.
That evidence rings a bell, specifically a school bell.
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
What?
Oh, the gold leaf
Wait!
landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it.
Evidence rings a bell! The katana!
Yeah, it's definitely a
Pekka?
reference to the first
This is
game.
totally a reference to the first game!
I know shit. I
Is
don't know.
this
shit about
shocking?
this game.
No, it's
Alright,
not
anyway.
shocking!
How
This
is
is
this
just the
pointing
first...
out?
This is just the first time that it's been confirmed in this game.
Yeah, that this is post first game.
No, not that it's post first game. We all know that, but
or is it?
The survivors of the first game gotta have something to do with this.
You hope.
I hope, yeah.
Hope.
Yakulines, free Yakulines.
Hold up, I'm about to come up with a theory here.
Okay,
Yeah,
Max
sure.
theory.
Your totally original theory.
It's Donald Trump theory. So, this is proof that this whole thing is a reality show run by Donald Trump. Because if it was a reality show, then it would make sense that either... What if Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc is fictional in this universe?
I mean, that'd be pretty funny.
This is totally an original theory.
Let's continue. Please.
I'm on the brink of something big here, and it involves Donald
So
Trump.
that means the culprit used the katana to move the slide and lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy's hung upside down.
And you didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No, nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you have to hang the effigies.
Scott!
Sorry. If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
Different purpose, what could there have been? The culprit somehow used the setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of the setup. If I do that, the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Oh god!
Psychic taxi!
Psychic taxi!
Oh, psycho taxi. Whatever.
Psyche taxi!
Psyche? That's fucking stupider.
Well, it's like Crazy Taxi.
We got the only mono cub, right?
Yeah, correct.
And we haven't hit the back door yet? Or back route?
Hit the back door, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh? What?
You can confirm we haven't hit the back route yet, right?
Oh, we have not hit the back room yet, no.
Okay. What turned the handle of the sliding dick? I'm funny.
Yeah?
Turn the handle of the slide and lock.
Oh,
And I assume
okay,
this is
gotcha.
the katana, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be this. Right?
Effigy's hand.
Good!
What if
I've never witnessed this game before.
both, what's it called, murders were entirely accidental by the same person with the same weapon?
Well,
Oh,
Tenko's
fuck, not
couldn't
again!
have been accidental because she was stabbed in the neck.
Not
With the
again!
Oh man, I tripped while holding this bloody scythe.
Under
Damn.
the table.
Under the
Me
floorboards.
comically falling down the stairs under the floorboards for hours, meticulously setting up a crime scene by sawing up boards and stuff like that. Oh, here I go, kill it again. What was done to make the katana turn the lock?
You're gonna drive off the road.
I need all hands on deck for solving this one.
All hands on cock.
I mean, I assume it's katana stabbed into effigy, right? Because that's... Let's go!
You need one more prostitute to win, Brighton.
Just one more.
Angie. I like to think that while Shuichi's thinking about the crime scene and what happened, this is just what's going on in his head.
Yeah.
Did I play the new Forza game yet? Oh,
How is the effigy manipulated to make the katana affect the lock? Maybe swinging it or something?
Yeah, maybe. Or it was hung upside.
Like a pendulum?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, because it would return to its original position regardless. Swinging it back and forth. Or spinning it. Because it's on a rope.
Ah, I'm gonna go with this one.
Let's try
Damn
spinning.
it! Yeah,
That's a good trick.
Spinning.
Yeah, spinning.
They just grab Cade by the shoulders and go, woo!
Let's go.
I'll get it.
I like that when you hit the wrong one, you just like
Just very poga.
Literally just kill them. That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy spun?
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist.
You cut out for most.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume I didn't cut out on my own mic, so. Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would spin with it.
Scott?
Scott is
Sorry, I
fucking
didn't see the name. I see. So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place.
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock, and thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Yeah, that's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with the katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword, traveling through the air to intercept us. Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
The sliding lock was pretty loose, a little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at night.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
I didn't say that.
Bet you just did.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to be the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
Who's Max?
John Fitzgerald Kennedy!
The other effigies were only hung up, so we think it was some kind of ceremony.
John JFK Kennedy.
That way we
Dude, the Ryoma effigy was hung just like the original?
That was
I didn't
kind
even
of
say
line, by the way.
Okay, you did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed.
Okay.
I don't want to completely ignore that possibility, but I can't imagine the culprit would have done all of this just for a distraction.
What if they, like,
If
just
that's the
did,
case,
though?
then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Seriously? You fucking lied again? Bullshit. Cough it up, Kokichi.
Oh man, you guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out. If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well, you get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty sus.
Kind of big brain, not gonna lie.
Sheesh!
Yeah.
Darn it! It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
You and your fucking lies. Go sit in the corner and play with yourself, you little shit.
Okay, I'll start right now!
He just fucking dropped it.
Alright, so assholes. Who set up this locked room mystery, Morty?
Miyu, I can't hold it up anymore.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter, since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Jesus Christ!
Yo, they said the funny word in game.
Cum dumpster, Morty.
Oh god.
Finally. Someone finally called me a fucking cum dumpster.
Jesus
How many years I worked
Christ!
for that?
Gonto wants to change the subject very badly. That's the line.
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered NG's lab.
Angie's lab.
Angie's lab! Angie's lab!
Angie Gaming.
Only
Angie,
one of the
Angie.
student council members, or Kokiche, could have gained entry.
Angie, you are so mean!
Therefore, the culprits must be among their number. Must be among us.
Oh my god, when the imposter is sus, when the imposter is sus, when the imposter is sus!
Kaito.
Oh, that leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokchi.
Don't forget Himiko, she's also a part of the student council. Doesn't matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function.
The lines know that's wrong.
It's fine. That's just a waste of time.
I always forget that you can do this!
Look at Angie. Give us a very distant yeah.
Yeah!
Me? A suspect?
Hey,
I'm
what's that?
sus?
The music too.
That's the X
Bro, you're gonna get his. A DMCA.
That would be funny as hell.
That would be really funny, I think.
I'd never kill Angie.
We've only gotten one legitimate DMCA at this point in time.
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspects list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Actually, I don't know if it was a legitimate DMCA. It was during the first game, and somebody played the "Hey Pac-Man, what's up?" Or what? Me, you bitches, I'm high on crack! Because that whole clip was used in a song.
Oh, that's right!
And we got DMCA'd for that song. Despite the fact that we didn't actually use that song, we used the clip. But I don't know if that's fair use. We literally just played it.
Silence, outsider! Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Unfortunately, we'll just have to leave the thousands of dollars we made from that episode at the door.
Damn. Oh my god, the fucking Discord notification was covering it.
That's the line.
Suspect Ranger? Wait. I forgot what I was
I agree. Those under
Leo, shut the fuck up on
suspicion
Discord.
should
Just mute
explain
it.
themselves thoroughly.
We might catch them with their pants down.
Kokichi awkwardly pulling his pants back up.
Anyway, I want to ask the suspect ranges. What should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspects list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know?
Gaunt's are not smart enough to know how to answer that.
Yes, it is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and okay.
Was that an auto scroll line? I have no idea.
In order, I don't blame them. They're probably plotting.
Why did Tenko have to die?
Oh,
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie?
I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
Yeah? What do you mean?
The two victims could have been killed by two separate murderers, you know? So we need to find the first Black Hens responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you see... Wait.
They're doing a lot of these auto scroll things.
It's not meaningless.
Himiko?
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you? Poor Tenko. How could you do this to her?
Himiko.
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Lies?
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give two shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Is it just me or is Tenko's ex looking a little swastiki?
I think it's following the pinwheel.
Kokichi! Enough!
Oh, that's probably what it is.
Hang on, can
Yeah.
I get a good
Look
view on
at
that?
that!
That's really good.
Hang on.
No, it's okay. It's no surprise you'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko. Work things
Oh,
out with
yeah.
her while she was still alive.
This makes me sad.
But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously? It's way too late to realize that now. Our only option is to face her death head on.
Yeah? Face her death.
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaido. Alright, I'll put a silencing curse on whoever caused Tenko's death meaningless. The name of the curse is Death Curse.
Jesus Christ!
It's a level
I,
9 necromancy spell.
Suppose being dead would summon someone pretty good.
Does it have a casting time of one action?
Listen
Yes.
up. All you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only think about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
Tenko was our friend. Gonto wanna know why she died too!
But I mean, theoretically, it is a terrible idea to go after her death reason before.
Yeah.
Emotions are good reason
Angie's.
every time.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko joined.
But do we need to know first?
If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to do work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, in order for us to survive, we need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death. Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on.
Kato.
Finally, you notice. Jeez, so slow.
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there are two different culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case, then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe. They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. But that was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional?
So what did we talk about first?
Scott!
Scott!
Sorry, I was trying
Oh my
to click
God.
the mute button.
Jesus Christ.
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Tinkrot probably got killed during the trance, so everyone there is suspicious.
Ten crotch? That's a fucking stupid pun. It doesn't even. Like,
The people
You
who
want
attended the
meth?
shows.
You know, 10 crotch white knight.
I mean, Krekia, Shuichi, Himiko, Kibo, and Kikichi, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? That's objectively correct. Oh, well, Kibo was there at the beginning. He wasn't
And then he
during.
left, so it's minus Kibo.
Okay. Well,
That was a nice sound effect.
it doesn't change the fact that, like, this is objectively the correct thing.
It's the
He
first
did-
one.
Yeah.
Oh, because Kibo's not a person!
Yeah.
No, it's not because Kibo's not a person. It's because he
he wasn't at the seance.
He
was at the prep
technically
for it,
wasn't
but not
there
at the
during
actual
the seance, but he did set it up, which is just as viable of a piece of information. It was me, Kreki, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those four are the culprits.
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Well, that's probably just a coinky dink. The most suspicious out of the four is really... Kyo! He suggested the whole scans idea!
True, I may have suggested it, but I have explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
Well, I suppose, but
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control either. I was not the one who suspected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
Bro, when the skeleton sus.
It's gonna be the fucking Kokichi falling and smacking his head one.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use?
The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like this. I'm definitely not suggesting this so that it's more convenient for me to murder somebody.
Very well. I shall begin the preparations at once.
Oh, right.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
A point of entry from outside. He must be referring to. Is it gonna be this or this? It'll piss me off if it's not this.
Well, let's try.
There we go, okay? There were 2 floors in the ground. You're talking about under the floor, right?
Oh, onto the floor.
Yeah, there's a crawl space under the floor a person could move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
Lauren.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the sconce room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect. Boom. Okay.
Thank you, Ford. It's appearing before me. Ooh, I can see it clearly. The true
We're
identity
gonna get
of
DMCA'd.
Tenko's killer. Tis very pogus.
The back route is in this one, by the way.
Oh shit.
Backwards in this
Cage child, marker stone, loose floorboard, hole in the corner.
You're gonna tell us what it is, or we're gonna have to figure it out.
Do I voice
Well,
this or no?
we typically...
Well, I would prefer
You have to
it,
lie to
but
get it right.
Yeah, correct.
This is not the one where you are required to lie. This is the one where it is optional, and Brighton wants to take all of the options.
I know, but like, in order to get the back route, you have to lie. Is what I'm saying. Our villain had a light. You mean there's
light
evidence?
means candle.
Do you want to know what the truth bullet you're inverting is?
No. I want to see what all the options are first. They could have used the function to get under the floor.
And sneak into the empty room during the seance. I said, hold on a second.
He uses robot functions to commit the murders.
Ooh, we used it again. Oh.
Okay, do we remember what the bullets were? There was Kibo's flashlight function, the cage child.
I mean,
Okay.
the room has to be dark, and Kibo's flashlight function was blindingly bright.
Yeah,
so there's no way he
that's
would have been
true.
able to sneak in.
We also had a hole in the corner.
Yes. So Kibo's flashlight function. We have the caged child. We had hole in the corner. What are the other ones? Let me just check real quick. Hole in the corner. Loose floorboard, marker stone.
Loose. I mean, check what the. Can you see what all the inverted ones are?
Nope. We have no idea what they are until we actually go to shoot it. Cage okay, so...
So the thought process for figuring out the correct lie bullet is not the opposite of figuring out a truth bullet. It's just different.
Correct. I wish that it would tell us what the inverted versions of these are, just that I can see what the hell we're actually doing.
There's probably a power
right
for
below
it.
Tenko. It was not loose before the seance. Okay. I don't see how this would be relevant. Marker stone. The stone that was by Tenko's body during the sconce. Tank who had been crouched. Okay, I don't see how this is relevant either.
It's probably whatever the lie of the hole in the corner is. Because I'm gonna assume the real truth bullet is his function, because it's fucking bright as shit.
While I think about this, I'm gonna go to the
bathroom. They
bathroom.
also say a little.
Okay, we've deliberated a little bit on what's going on, and I think we're gonna go with the flashlight function for inversion. Pitch black during the shots. It wasn't dark under the floor.
See, our villain had a little light.
That might be it.
Invert.
Nope.
Nope.
Poopy.
Oh, okay.
With the
are
room
they just
as
saying...
dark as it was, one would need a light, no? Or are you denying my entire theory? In either way, your evidence is not there.
Damn. So then we know that we're not shooting it at that.
Good job quickly inverting the bullet.
We gain a few seconds every time. Light
You mean candle?
Oh, maybe we're... No.
There was a candle under there. Oh, no, we brought it with us.
Oh, do that.
I hate you!
Perjury!
You I hate!
Oh,
Question
great.
mark. Me, you gave Kibo his flashlight function, correct? Did you not notice? I was hoping that this wouldn't happen. I was hoping that while Max was gone, we wouldn't instantly get me lines. 1 second. Max is back!
I didn't notice what.
It's hard to believe that Kibo is the culprit in this case. It's even harder to believe this trial is not being manipulated by someone. So even if I have to lie, I need to defend Kibo. The drawback of the flashlight function that you had added. It's so bright, even Kibo can't see when it's turned on.
I see. That bright, eh? Huh? Wait, what? There's no way a genius like me would make that kind of rookie mistake.
But you make mistakes a lot. A whole lot.
Hey, if you're gonna fuck me in front of everyone, at least buy me dinner first, Morty.
My name is Gonta.
If he can't see, it doesn't matter how bright the area is, he couldn't move like that. So Kibo could not have been underneath the floor.
Is that true, Kibo? Is what Shuichi said true?
Come on, Kibo, please play along. Kibo!
Well, I'm so sorry. I just don't remember, really. I'm sorry.
Activate it. Oh, there you go.
Oh, we get it already. Just turn it off. We're gonna go blind.
You don't remember? What does that even mean?
BRB, continue with that.
Okay.
Well, Suichi, trying to make a fool out of me, huh? Let me put on some makeup because I want to at least look pretty before he decide to fuck me.
Suichi, I'm so sorry.
Damn, that is seriously bright.
Thank you,
Wouldn't the light have shined through the gaps of the floorboard if it had been this bright?
That was a clusterfuck. That hole. Yes, the culprit could not have used the light under the floorboard, not even Kibo. Why was that not obvious? What? I thought that we were taking that for granted.
Oh, they couldn't have.
This is the same franchise that had a fucking question
Octagon
time
shape
for
of
how
its
many
head.
sides an octagon has. So, Jesus Christ. We were there after all. We would know. There was a hole near the corner of the room we were in, remember? If someone had a light under the floor, it would have leaked through.
But when we did the seance, I'm pretty sure the room was pitch black.
That's right, we did not see anything, so the culprit could not have used light.
And just because I have a built-in flashlight function does
Return.
not mean I am the culprit.
Welcome back.
I see. That was a flaw in my theory.
Jeez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot.
That's a really good line.
My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats.
I mean, you can make your eyes glow.
My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
Alright, you made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for you.
They didn't actually make his like cognitive ability any worse. There's just a shit ton of resistors in there. It makes it near impossible to perform everyday tasks.
I neither want nor need your pity.
Enough with the flashlight. It's way too bright.
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch black darkness.
What if they lit themselves on fire? That would make it so that only they can see the light.
Yeah, the light of God.
That's definitely how that works.
Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Then why was floorboard under Tenko lined up funny? Gonta think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from under floor.
Hey, Samir, is this... Oh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
What's up? Okay. Uh-huh. Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're kind of better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that.
Is that a
Bro, this is too many references. This is too many references.
That'd let the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
Okay, so I think that they're trying to do a thing where they subtly, in the third chapter, start dropping the hints, right? Previously, we have not had a whole lot of references to prior games, but there were a lot here. You have the locked room murder mystery, you have the stab through the floor, you have this glowing paint reference, you have the thing Monokuma said earlier. It's just too much. You have the thing that Monokuma said right now.
But I'm just gonna ignore it.
His
Her corpse.
Didn't have any trace of glowing paint though.
Tenko was
Whore corpse will be with me, you guys.
Oh yeah. So why was that floorboard loose?
The loose floorboard was the one on the Tenko! Right. If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice. Who fucking cares? Busting over that won't get us any close to the culprit, Morty.
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, however. Instead of butting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed.
Not so used to it now, are you?
When? So, not during sconce. I'm sorry.
Tenko is in the...
No, you go. I'll say after.
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole chance, wasn't she?
In perfect Gonta fashion, I was distracted by a jumping spider on Reddit.
How could someone have gotten to her there? It's almost like the weapon would have to be curved in a certain fashion.
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Understood. I will not say a word until the discussion is over. Again, how many fucking times?
Yep, like 5 at least.
Yes, she was unmistakably alive when the dance began.
That was right before we blew out the candles, but when the light came back...
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
If this is how the murder went, imagine the absolute comedy of the murder just under the floorboards, just sort of with a sickle, hooning up through like, and hoping they strike the right spot. Try for an artery.
So she was killed when the room was dark.
But she was inside cage, right? Got to think it impossible to kill her then.
That's how it works. You're in a cage. You're immortal.
Ganta does not have object permanence.
Then she wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
Different time.
How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads.
Huh?
Since Ganta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory.
Actually, I said it was impossible.
Now hurry up and think, dumbasses. If you want to make my golden brain tingle, start circle jerking your limp dick brains.
Your average Reddit thread. Marker stone, iron cage, white sheet, dog statue, sickle onto the floor. Marker stone.
Yeah.
Iron cage, sickle under the floor, dog statue. What was the last one?
We'll
White
never
sheet,
know.
right?
You can check, you know. It's not like we have to perjury this anyway.
Yep. Okay, so. Iron cage. Has some blood on it.
Yeah, she had to have
Although-
been killed while the sheet was on, because there's blood on the back in the middle of
Wait,
it.
there's blood on the cage, but not on the other side of the sheet.
Yeah, so it's sprayed in, and the sheet's it's very thick. It's a thick
But how
sheet.
would it have gotten on the cage, is what I'm saying.
Because it has holes and arterial spray.
No, but she was covered... Wait, which order
She was
was
covered by the...
Oh, I thought she was wrapped in
the
the...
sheet.
I thought she was wrapped in the sheet, never mind.
No, it went cage, sheet, it went Tenko, rock, Tenko, cage,
Yeah.
dog.
So it hit that and then hit that. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So... There's blood on the back around the middle of the fabric, but there's no hole in the fabric. Cracky was the one who placed the sheet over the cage and removed it off the cage. Dog statue. I mean, I guess we should look at what we have to shoot things at first.
Yeah.
No
harm in that.
What is STUF?
Shut the up, fuck.
Sickle under the floor. The sickle that was under the floor. I'll keep this just because they might be saying, like, how'd they get to the back of the neck. Could not have been done any other time. She was under the cage. No, that's a true statement. And she was dead when the cage was lifted. You can't say that.
What about moment cage was lifted? Oh, it's probably that one with the sheet. When cage lifted, culprits then stabbed Tenko real fast. So fast, no one saw.
Yeah, that is what it is. Okay.
Miyu, stop.
You are right.
Ace.
Are we just gonna have
right?
Are we just gonna have...
Obviously, Himiko is the culprit!
Oh. Wow. Thank you, Miyu.
Tenko might not being killed by... Wait, what the hell did that say?
I don't know.
Is there no, No, you can't... Oh! You know why that is? Why you can't view the log right here? Because it's not actually a log. Each individual click unlocks a new line of dialogue that gets put into it, but they're not sure if you ever see this, so you can't view it. That's very dumb. That's extremely lazy. Very dumb.
Occasional time.
Okay, that's a true statement. It's the next thing that I'm shooting at, right?
I believe so. Just check it.
It's Gauntlet that says it.
Yeah. What about when moment cage was lifted? You're
God
off.
damn it! Did I miss that by like a millimeter every single time?
Because it shoots a. It doesn't shoot exact. It seems.
That is infuriating, especially since I already have the thing that makes it stay still. Okay, but we know what we're shooting at, so.
Yeah, we just wasted a little bit of health. I think.
And time, not health, just time.
Okay, our health's just low. You can fast forward. It's after correct. It's after.
Just in case I wanted to get these.
Oh, that's fair. It's right now.
I hate you. There we go.
Why do you hate Ganta?
I mean, okay, I don't know if this is canon either, but as soon as the lights came back on, I saw blood. Like, it was clipping through the texture.
I didn't see it.
It was clipping through the texture. The blood was there. I saw it. I can confirm this. So, she was clearly there before the cage or the sheet was lifted off, or the dog statue, or anything. I don't know if that's the developers were lazy situation, or if that's actually canon to what was going on in the game, but there was blood. No, it wasn't possible to kill at the moment the cage was lifted. Because the inside of the white cloth has Tenko's blood on it. That cloth was removed before the cage was lifted. If Tenko was stabbed then, there would not be blood on the cloth.
What? But how could I feel my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the shots.
Are you gonna say something?
You're supposed to say I hate you, Max.
What?
You're supposed to say I hate you.
I hate you.
Ford remains the only. I think Ford is the only person to have ever done that correctly.
I haven't had to.
See, because I'm a true intellectual.
He is. He's a true intellectual.
No, it's so wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the shots.
What?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My golden brain is gonna go all out.
Luke may have done it too. Is that what you were about to say? I don't exactly remember. I hate these so much. Tenko's last moments, marker stone, loose floorboard. Okay, so Tenko's last moments, loose board, marker stone. What else do we have? Did anybody see?
No.
No.
They were too fast and I was too slow.
Sickle under the floor. Iron cage.
Iron cage.
Okay, so crouch position, injury back on her neck was deep, but probably not enough to kill her immediately. Loose floorboard. These are all things that it could be. MS. What the hell is that? Multiple sclerosis. Oh, marker stone.
I was gonna fucking say that.
The stone that was by Tenko's body during the shots. I'm just gonna let it run so that we can see what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I would. Personally, I would prepare. Oh, the sickle. They stuck the thin blade. No, they wouldn't have stuck it. Yeah, they could have.
Advance.
The weapon was a sickle. Only the blade.
Only the blade should fit through the gaps.
Blade's all you need.
What is this music?
Debatably Japanese. Sitting in there with her neck exposed. She wasn't that far from the cage's gaps. She case. Lifted the sheet. No, the floorboard.
We only get one weak point for each one of these. It looks like.
Oh, okay. So we have to shoot it at that, whatever it is.
Yeah, I presume it's Miyu's last moment, or Tenko's last moments.
Maybe.
Miyu's last moments. You just fucking
Oh, it
off
will
her
be.
instantly.
She just
Done.
dies like at the trial.
Is it actually because she said she was sitting, but she was crouched?
Maybe.
No, I think it's because the injury was not enough to kill her immediately. And what Miyu's suggesting necessitates an instant death.
That's fair, because otherwise she would have, been like, hey, why are you opening the curtain?
I was literally just looking for something that said it's Miyu's last moments. Nope.
Well, that's wrong. That's straight up
Oh,
wrong.
it's marker stone. It's marker stone.
Oh, because her head was touching it. We were refuting the fact that she was sitting rather than the fact that she died instantly. Or, air quote fact.
Oh wait, when you guys did the thing at the end of the
I hate
trial for the last trial where it was Kurumi, did she also have on like a fancy masquerade dress when you were doing the rhythm game?
Were you not there for that? She basically
No, I
got
missed that.
unclothed as a result of her actions in the rhythm game.
What was that?
I said she basically got unclothed as a result of the actions in the rhythm game.
Okay.
So, like, it literally looks like canonically you're just taking a razor blade to their clothes the whole time. What was I about to say?
This.
I forget. Wait a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage. She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone, and the cage itself was only about 3 feet tall. The sickles blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
I messed up again. How can this happen? I'm so embarrassed, Morty.
Hang on. I mean, obviously what they just said is correct. I just want to see
those
if...
must be some thick floorboards, huh?
Look at this! This is clearly a very small sickle. It's 100% possible. But I guess not.
No worries, Miyu. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
Samir!
Yeah, no worries.
How embarrassing.
If Suichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
They're saying that they didn't reach the sickle in through the cage. Yes, of course. They came out through the floorboards, which is...
Yeah.
Was removed. And wasn't before.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance since she was in the cage, right?
Are you kidding
We're
me?
too far ahead.
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
I feel like all you would need to crack these cases wide open would be the ultimate real person with slightly below average intelligence.
Not during the sconso from below the floor. That's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, for a living person.
Just trying to make Kaido shit himself.
What if Andy's spirit killed Tenko?
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
We don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Don't say stupid stuff like that. Screw spirits.
Whoever is the actual murderer is laughing their ass off right now.
Yeah.
Stop that now.
Andy's spirit killed Tenko? Why?
Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko?
What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Lord Koira said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Has
nobody noticed the fucking open floorboard beneath her?
See, you can't explain it, can ya? Only a spirit could have done this!
Wait, I know. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage? If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the shots.
No, if there was someone else in the cage, we would have noticed.
I agree with Kato. The culprit could have been inside.
You do?
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
I parsed out in my head as there was no space in the cage for nonsense.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
They she's referring to.
Oh boy, round and round and round we go. Where we stop, no one will know.
What the hell? Someone give me a name!
I love how the game punishes
Who do you
you
think
for
did
being
it?
behind, or being ahead, and now wants you to go very far ahead.
Like...
I don't know. Who could have killed Tenko from inside the cage?
Is
Monokuma an option? Is Ryoma an option? You know, Ryoma could probably fit in there.
Is it Krekya? Just for the hell of it?
I don't know, maybe?
I'll throw it out there.
Give it a shot. No. Wrong.
Okay.
Alright, Nick, you get to live
I'm not going to advance. I'm instead going to go here, and we're going to deliberate. Who could have killed Tenko from inside the cage? And I'm going to assume that it's not a dead person.
Yeah.
What, is it going to be Himiko?
My guess is yeah.
Himiko is the smallest person at the Stamos, right?
Yes, correct. At 4'11", like, it's not like she could have crept in between the bars.
Maybe it's like Cade, where she wants you to say her.
What if...
Wait!
Is
it Tenko?
Well...
Could be.
I mean,
maybe.
Dead.
I mean, we've had this
I don't know,
thought
Kokichi
for like a
can shoot
long
lasers
ass
out of his
time.
eyes, so...
Yeah, Kokichi has gun eyes, so yeah. I mean, Tenko's a good guess because she's the only person in the cage. So she could have killed her at any time.
Maybe she killed herself because she was like so upset about killing. What's her name?
Yeah.
Angie?
Oh, it's Morning Lake Shores and Winter Lake Shores.
Yeah,
for the people that we were talking about yesterday. Which doesn't make any sense because those two things are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, like what happens if she like is in a scenario where
it's a Morning Lake Shore?
I think that I like any lake shore, but if it happens to be in the winter, I like it a little bit less, but I
It's
still
probably
like
because the assassin probably hates the fucking winter.
And Shuichi likes novels and dislikes gossip. I'm gonna go for Tenko. Just because she's already inside the thing and sometimes it likes to pull out these dumbass little things.
I don't get you. You're really narrow-minded for a detective.
Okay, well, I'll take the hit and we'll move on.
10
Oh, that resets our time. Bada bing! There we go.
Deshawn.
I believe Maki's referring to Tenko herself.
Yeah? What did you say?
What the fuck did you just say about me, you little
What the fuck did you just say about me, you little bitch? I'll
did
have
you
you know
say?
that I graduated in stuff.
I don't know the rest.
The top of my class in the Navy SEALs.
Top of my
Yeah.
class in the Magic School. Over 300 confirmed spells.
Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
She committed suicide.
No, say it again.
Suichi
Suichi
badass!
How am I supposed to say it?
Suichi Day!
If she committed Suichi Day, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage and then stabbed herself during the sconce.
Tenko literally goes into the seance like, this'll be so funny!
It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right? If Tenko had stabbed herself, would the sickle still be inside the cage?
Oh my god, Miyu actually said something smart.
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed. After stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me.
Oh god, what if she did, and this is yet another one of our earlier
No, she literally
previous
couldn't
game
have.
references?
She couldn't have, because Maki says a blow at that point would cause her to go into shock instantly. And she wouldn't have been able to do anything.
Yeah, that's true.
But she could have just dropped it.
You can't... Maybe, but if she went into shock, it would have been a lot harder for it to land where she needed it to be.
Bro, what if she did a ton of bath salts beforehand?
Alright.
For some reason, I parsed bath salts as like somersaults.
But yeah, you know, it's where you get naked and in the bath and you just start doing backflips, sliding on the tub.
There's no reason for Tenko to commit Suichi Day.
But yeah, what if this is just the latest in our previous game references? The martial artist commits suicide.
God
Maybe
damn
it
it.
wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Holy shit, it's all coming together.
Yeah?
Okay, so Donald Trump is a fan of Danganronpa.
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right?
Hey, Angie, when did you brainwash Himiko?
Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
What?
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
And Ash, my prediction
Hey,
comes
you
true.
got your character.
Am I coming through the right microphone?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Hey,
I would assume.
Okay. You know, I did come in on the word suicide. Great start to the episode.
That's badass.
For me. Really? Why?
There would be only one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
Take us down?
Down, in a
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial. So she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her.
Talk about Tenko.
Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
Boom, boom, boom.
PG.
Jenna!
Uh-oh. I think Jenna's dead.
Should we
Hey,
have
Ash,
a...
do you want a character?
Oh,
Hey,
God.
character?
Who's desperate for characters? I would
Oh,
work
yeah.
with
Hello?
Hang on,
Hold
Jen's
on.
back.
Oh, Jen's
Okay.
back.
Fucked up.
What are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that. He told me.
Keep your chin up and avoid facing forwards, right with me and everyone else.
And then die.
What if all of that was just a lie?
A lie?
Wait, we should believe Tenko's last words.
I mean, they literally weren't her last words.
Although we do know what her last words were. Her last words were like, I'll see everyone after the seance or something.
Yeah, it was literally her last word.
The last important words.
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Ooh, those two sound good.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do that.
I'm literally shaking and crying.
But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually, biblically know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets, like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer. Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Jeez. Hith, you're such a naive dude.
Naive.
We're all just people, you know. Of course, we're gonna have some secrets. What matters is whether there's any malice behind them.
People can lie about how malicious the hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking. That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself. If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them. That's why I believed in Mokiro, because I wanted to believe in her.
Do you want to get...
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we come from different backgrounds, so for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before. And from Kaido? Seriously?
Whether or not I believe.
I thought you meant knave, like the historic big sword game.
You knave.
You
Knave.
knave.
My
Oh.
heart carries Tenko anymore, but I want to believe in her. She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down.
She would never do that.
I'm literally shaking and crying. That's what I want to believe.
So how did she...
Me too. Gontek no can believe Tenko commits suicide. Sorry,
How'd
Suichi
she
death.
supposedly do this? Like, how would she supposedly commit suicide? I
Grabbed a
missed
sickle,
it.
grabbed a sickle, cut her neck, and in her last dying moments, tossed the sickle away below the floorboards.
How'd she toss to literally the opposite side of the room?
Oh.
It
No,
wasn't
no, she
the
put
other
the
side of
floorboard
the room.
up
It
and
was
put it
under the
inside.
floorboards.
But if Tenko did commit
This whole
suicide,
series is
that would
about just
answer all of our questions.
I mean, it was under the
contrived
floorboards, but
deaths.
also at the opposite side of the room. It was in a corner.
Yeah, that is true.
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
Though, wait.
They're literally all
If you want to orient the room the way that it was oriented there, then it would be in the exact position as if she had used her right hand and tossed it forward underneath the floorboard. Though
I
granted,
think
as
it's
a righty, you're more likely to throw something to the left and up than you are to the right and up.
You actually have to be able to get it
Because
behind
that's
you.
a backhand throw versus like a overhand throw beneath you. A lefty is more likely to do that. Although she could have been a lefty, that's possible.
She's
Although-
probably ambidextrous if she's a martial artist.
yeah,
At least
although
better than most people at it.
the positioning of the board means that she would have hit that. It wasn't on the right side for her arm. A proper reason. Alright, I'll give you a reason.
Just give me a reason. Just
Thank you.
Okay.
Goodbye. Is there a reason?
Shuichi just jumps over the podium and beats someone to death. Yeah, there is. Will you trust me, Maki? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like. But for now, I need you to trust in my detective
I thought he
work.
said you can kill me.
I mean, yeah.
Bro, it's me. You vote me out of frog. I don't believe Tenko will kill herself because of what she said.
Yo, more Tenko lines? Okay, everyone, I'll see you guys after the scones.
She said, see you guys after. I doubt she had a sudden change of heart. Just because we don't know how she was killed does not mean that it was Shuichi Day. You know, that was a
Shuichi Day.
Shuichi Day, Sayara. We shouldn't be satisfied with that, and if we keep thinking, we'll find the truth. And that means we have to believe in Tenko. I'll make them all believe.
Shuichi Homicidara. Oh, it's the good song.
Monokuma File 3, Cage Child, Tenko's Last Moments.
What are
Then
we
loose
doing?
floorboard and something else.
Monokuma File 3, Loose Floorboards. Tenko's Last Moments, did I say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tenko's Last Moments.
I think
Hole
that's
in the
last
corner.
corner. Yet. Injury in
Shit,
the
what
back
was-
of her neck. That might be him.
Cage Child.
And the cage shop.
So the thing, it's the thing.
So, what does this say about...
That's talking.
Lacerations on the forehead.
No, that was about Angie.
That was Angie.
Oh, well.
Victim's body discovered in the vacant room. Estimated
Stabbed
time
in
of
the
death
neck.
is 11:30 a.m. Stabbed in the back
You're
of the neck,
blind.
resulting in death.
It's literally 11, not 11:30.
Did I say 11:30?
Yep.
The Cage Child. This one might suggest that there was another person, and that's why it failed. Just thinking about possible reasons.
I feel like Tenko's Last Moments might prove the inability for her to do it or something like that.
Or
I
a
don't know.
loose floorboard.
Was not
Yeah.
enough to kill her immediately. That might be relevant here.
Oh!
Because
Loose floorboard
again,
That'll
was
be
not
important.
Maki
loose,
said she
loose
would have been in
before the
shock.
seance. Was not loose before the seance. This might mean that somebody else had to be present there for that.
Also,
Under.
there's blood on the underside that's dry. How did it get there?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up Tenko's Last Moments just because.
Yeah.
So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person.
Tenko did commit switch death.
But explain how she died during the seance.
She
could have secretly brought the sickle
And then
and stab herself with it.
I feel like
Finally, with the last of her
ring.
strength. No, it's this one. It's this one. Oh,
shoulder that can only deploy. That's
yeah, it's the
probably what's
last of
gonna
her
be.
strength.
it's kind of hilarious how we were just a few frames behind us.
Shooting
Yeah.
Tenko's Last Moments at last of her strength.
Yeah, it's the second to last or third to last.
Okay, latching on to the easiest answer. I need to make them think the switch day theory won't work.
Shuichi.
Dick move! Tenko did commit switch day.
Sickle, and it is the next one.
Yes. Go go go! Shooty shooty!
What?
She would have not been able to throw it away in time, no?
Oh, am I shooting
Oh,
loose floorboard at this?
Maybe? I don't know.
Okay, unless her
It never makes sense.
Oh, unless her death was instant. We have mock. Did we ever get a
No,
Maki?
it didn't say
Oh.
anything about Maki, which is why I was like, oh, it's probably this one.
So,
Oh, I'm sorry. This is the one where you have to lie. Hence the I have to convince them it won't work, rather than I will convince them it won't work.
So we have to lie.
so are
Well,
we
then it-
literally just inverting Tenko's Last Moments to say she
Yes.
died? Oh! Oh,
Oh,
so we
okay.
are.
Okay, that works.
Alright, well, I was
Probably
close.
not to kill her immediately.
Speed, please.
Ow.
Ooh, that's rough.
It is 11.
You remember how to lie,
how
right?
close are we to the break?
Probably fairly.
I hope so.
Yeah, we're probably about to get something weird because the
We
lies
probably
always
have
are
to
weird.
resolve that she didn't kill herself, and then we'll continue or something. Makes sense to Gonta. Get ready to lie, boy.
Lie.
I hate you. Okay.
Yeah, we actually figured that out.
Isn't the line "you I hate"?
I always forget. Tango
You
could
are
not have
okay?
thrown the sickle onto the floor because she died instantly.
Instantly?
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she had died instantly.
What's your opinion, Maki? I can't read the text. I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Maki?
You're right, I completely forgot about that important detail. Tenko died instantly.
Just like
What?
these people are going along with this. Like, so
As an
bizarre.
assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Whoops. One of these.
Just worked on his...
One's of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
Kokichi tripping over a soundboard.
I liked the Illuminati one.
Thank you, Maki.
Could you forget about that monkey roll? You better apologize to Sushi.
Excuse me?
Sorry, Sushi on the brain.
It's okay, Kato. Really, no apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so
Taiko
suddenly
drum.
that she could not have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that,
What
the
else
theory
can
that
we
she killed
say
herself just does
wrong?
not fit, correct?
Just like I thought, Tenko wouldn't commit suicide. Sorry, Suichide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
Watch it. Oh, wait. Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the chance.
Shuichi Day was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No, there must have been a way. We're gonna figure it out.
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the seance? If you know something, please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
Not a bad idea. We should remember what happened at the chance. Let me try to remember. I'm sure there's something. I need some kind of clue that will help me solve this mystery.
But
I mean,
can
clearly
you
it's the-
spell the word clue?
Cage tile,
Cage
loose
tile,
floorboard,
loose
sound
floorboard.
during. Wait, what is sound during shots?
Look after that.
Yeah, it was
That's
it was
that's
the thump.
bang.
Yeah.
How did I?
It was
Yeah, no, I know what it is, but like, how did I completely miss that was a truth bullet?
maybe we didn't get it until just now because it doesn't seem familiar. In fact, it seems kind of new. Ritual was perfect, and yet it
Oh,
failed.
I think
How
I
utterly
we got
strange.
it. I remember when we got it.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song, here it comes. I heard something.
There we
fall.
go.
Oh my fucking god!
It's falling.
I hate this so much. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah
It was
blah
Danganronpa the way
blah.
that could have gone.
All right. It's falling, so shoot ahead of it, like a gamer.
The issue is that I need to get rid of that first. I love you.
Ugh.
Himiko, silence.
Himiko, you said that something fell because of the sound you heard, right? Oh, I was really hoping that would tie up.
Lauren. Oh.
Bang!
What did your lord just go? Bang!
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor
Oh,
really
check where's
hard.
the bed.
What could have fallen down?
Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Everyone conveniently ignores that Tenka was actually killed by a falling chandelier.
So,
No, I prefer like falling anvil, honestly.
nope, she fell
Think
down a
Looney
flight of
Tunes.
stairs.
Yeah? Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but
The sounds was pretty loud, but it did seem like something hit the floorboards.
A loud sound like something hit the floorboards. Maybe the sound had something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark.
Ooh.
What happened in the dark?
I mean, is it this?
Someone probably bopped their head.
Yeah.
on it.
Okay.
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound. The floorboard came loose at some point during the shots, right?
It's weird 'cause it's underneath her still.
were the floorboards that made such a loud sound, though?
It was the sound of an intense impact.
Is this
Wait,
sound of buggers?
Did we actually have cause of death for her?
Yes.
Was it the sickle?
Lauren!
If the impact was
If
that
she died of a
intense,
sickle overdose.
then it could have loosened the floorboard.
That is true. There would have had to be a strong impact to make that sound. But what was it? What could it possibly be?
Alright then, let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
Oh my god.
Yet another non-stop debate.
Sound, circle, cross piece.
Cross piece or dried blood is my bet.
I'm thinking it's cross piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Person tore off the floorboard.
It might be that.
Yeah, it might be.
It is.
That's obviously not true.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
They smashed
I
their
really
head on
thought
the...
it was gonna be what Gonta said, and then that
Someone
happened.
must have stomped through the floorboard.
Wait, what if that's actually correct with the dried blood?
Yeah, Gonta's thing is probably correct. Fucking
You
do
hardly
it.
have any experience with balls to say that, Neil.
Yeah, that might actually be correct.
Don't you know?
Me and Balls are the best of friends.
That's the one. That's the one,
I
guys.
really wish I could consent to that.
I think
so-
it might actually be stomped through the floorboards.
It's what Gonta said mixed with dried blood. Bang. They bonked their head.
Like,
And
I'm
not-
sort of honestly leaning toward that.
Which
they
one?
bonked their heads. They bonked their head and cut it.
Because there's
Well,
dried blood. So
But
where
we're
did it
talking
come
about
from?
what knocked it loose, not what the dried blood was caused by.
Well, I'm saying it could have either been
Bonking
that it
your
was
head.
knocked loose, in which case Tsumugi is correct, or it could have been the bonking their head. But I'm gonna go with the knocking it loose first, just because
You mean
the cross piece. What does the cross piece under the floor actually say?
someone to cut it.
And what does the dried blood say?
Dried blood is there is
probably
dried
right under,
blood.
yeah.
That's dry.
It was quite far from where Tenko's blood was dripping. Bonk!
Oh
And
god,
Kikichi
I'm
stepped
gonna
on
hate
the
you if you're
floor.
So
correct.
Kichi was in a different room at the time, and that was after the sconce.
Correct. So I want to go with this because it's logical.
No.
Nope.
No.
It's the bonkin'! Scott!
Removing a floorboard in total darkness seems somewhat impossible, does it not? I think it would have been difficult to remove that heavy floorboard.
I mean, that's objectively what happened. We just need to see how it happened. Is it actually going to be Gonta's statement in this? That'll be really good if it is, honestly.
I really want it to be.
Kanta is very smart, you know.
Then stood up.
No, it's not that either.
Damn it.
What?
Culprit hit their head on that tough floorboard, they would be dead.
You ever just stand up too fast and fucking die? No, they wouldn't have.
I mean, I think she means at a speed to knock
You
it.
need to hit it that hard.
Yeah.
Let out.
Okay, well, let's take a look at what bullets we got. Dry blood under the floor, sound during seance, magic circle. Magic circle, correct kid drew. Sound during seance. What was the other one?
I don't
Dried
think it's
blood
gonna
under the
matter.
floor.
Sickle, crosspiece.
Dried blood, sickle, crosspiece.
So you want a hint to expedite this?
Okay, I feel like it's not related to the magic circle.
Yeah,
That's
no.
gonna be my first one that I cross off the list. Tell me if I'm crossing one off that I shouldn't be, because then it'll take forever.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna cross that off the list. Then we have the sound during seance, which we already used, and I'm pretty sure we're trying to find out the origin of that, and it's not going to be that the sound just occurred on its own. So I'm crossing that off the list as well. Then the question is going to be dried blood, sickle, or crosspiece. It's not going to be dried blood, because dried blood would go with the Ganta statement. So it's either got to be sickle or crosspiece. And so I'm going to go with sickle.
With the disease?
And there's where you're wrong.
It's the crosspiece?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, then let's see what the crosspiece could go with. So it's not this.
I think it's
we
gonna be
tried.
the one that I thought it could be.
What's that one?
I'll let you know when it comes up. I believe it's
Like, it's obviously not that.
It's the one that's right before Mew, but
Mew.
it's not right before. No. It was, or was it Mew's?
Stomp through.
Yeah, this is the one I thought it could be.
Whoops.
Oh, what?
I love you!
Yes! You hit the wrong one! It advanced and you hit it! It
No,
was
no,
the
no, I
Angie
didn't.
Statement.
That was just a fucked up,
No, this
thing.
is what I, yeah, this is what
So,
I thought.
why? So here's my question. Why would we... I
right.
wasn't considering this, because I was thinking, why would we use this and not the one that explicitly says that you can stomp through the floorboards?
I guess Kokichi's fucking concussion. I don't know. But he was in the room.
Kichi's right, the floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
But floorboards fit perfect. Got to make sure the first time we go into empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes, but when I looked to get into the investigation, one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately.
Someone, you mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprits stand to gain by cutting the crosspiece?
What did they stand to gain? That is the question. To solve this case, I'll need to think carefully about the crosspiece and the floorboard. Tenko's body was at one end of the loose floorboard, and the crosspiece that had been cut was at the other end of the floorboard. The unsupported part was outside the cage, so it could have been stomped on. Only one of the crosspieces was cut, the other two were intact.
Ooh, so you go to the crosspiece, perhaps have the sickle somehow existing there, launch it up basically, and launch her into the sickle.
Yeah, like, that's so contrived, but okay.
Launch her into the sickle so it happens. And the thump would be, in theory, the two things getting moved, but you'd have to be pretty heavy to do
How
that.
heavy would you need to stomp on that floorboard?
Because someone snuck over there. But wouldn't they be able to tell? Like, in theory, unless it's someone else that wasn't at the seance, if it was someone at the seance, they would have heard the noise, like the singing coming from a different area of the room, right? Like,
is it fucking Ganta? Is it Ganta? He's the only one that I can think of that would have enough
Ganta
force.
is literally unable to be that sneaky. Also, the door would have opened.
I know,
Yeah.
but the thing is that Ganta is the only one that possesses enough force to be able to catapult Tenko, a person, a rock, as well as a floorboard that is supported on not one, but 2 angles, and is currently being held down by at least 250 pounds of weight.
Consider.
continue,
It could also be
please?
that the statue thing was dropped instead, not that a person
Maybe?
did it. That could provide some
And the
more
other
weight.
one was in the center, right about where the edge of the cage was.
We'll have all the time to theorize once the fucking break is up.
What was the culprit attempting to achieve by stopping on the floorboard? Think. Come on, think. Oh, God.
Oh boy, Hangman's
Oh.
Gambit. Can you spell the word knife?
The answer is octagon, but
Sickle.
Oh god.
I don't see any eyes.
So it's E or A instead. What are we trying to spell?
Oh, seance!
Seance? Okay.
There's an A. Yeah, there's an A. Oh?
Is it not A?
Is it seesaw?
Oh my god! It's gonna be
wait.
seesaw!
oh god.
Bow before your king.
Yo, Seesaw Rhythm Heaven?
Oh my god. It's down. It's down.
Oh, not this shit.
Seesaw.
Is it seesaw sickle?
I just realized where
Wait,
we
no,
are.
Seesaw.
There's something gonna use an F. Seesaw.
Floorboard? Mate, no.
No.
Seesaw fillet.
FCT we haven't used. FCT.
We do have 3 minutes.
Yeah, we have some time.
EFCT. You guys want a hint?
Yes.
Is this like not even a word?
Do you want the word?
It's here's a hint. The first letter is a letter you've already used.
S? No, it can't
First
be
letter
S.
is E.
First letter's
Yeah, that was gonna be my next guess.
Seesaw effect.
Ah!
That, are you fucking kidding me?
I was correct in what letters.
There's an F at the bottom.
That is dumber than ropeway.
No, it's not dumber than ropeway, because at least effect is a word.
Yay!
Okay, like, seesaw would just be much more natural of a
Who
thing.
got seesaw?
That's right, the floorboard must have
good
used the
logic
seesaw.
there. Seesaw was good. I am impressed.
Yeah, a seesaw.
More like a seesaw.
The crosspiece at one edge of the floorboard have been cut off. The other 2 crosspieces holding up the pole were close to the cage, meaning if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece.
Oh, we're gonna get an anime. Oh my gosh.
The sickle was
The next
my
crosspiece
God.
will act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever.
Oh, so stab the back of the napkin.
A
Wait.
lever capable of
Ooh,
lifting
where
up
could the
Tinker's
sickle
entire
be?
body.
The sickle can't be underneath, otherwise the head couldn't get in it.
This is so fucking contrived.
Yeah.
They really could have just clambered under, stabbed her, called it a day, but no, seesaw.
Like they could have been under there while the whole thing was waiting to
Yeah.
happen or something. Like
Max.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Oh. Yeah, that sounds awesome, alright. Oh, why bother lifting Tenko's body? They couldn't have killed Tenko like that unless they used the sickle.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it's possible to kill Tenko with the sickle.
here's our answer. Huh? How? my question. Let's find out how the heck
In
they
order
did
for the
this.
culprit to kill Tinko with the seesaw trick, the placement of the sickle is the most important factor. I mean, obviously. The floorboard seesaw, the cage, and the blood on the white fabric. What conclusions can I draw from this? There's only one place the sickle could have been that is
Okay.
consistent with the evidence.
Underneath.
Between... Well, it's not between the victim and the floorboard, because they wouldn't have gone
And it's
shooting up
definitely
into
not
it.
underneath the
entire
floorboard.
body.
It's probably the top of the cage.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
I mean-
That seems a bit weird.
That does seem a bit weird, but
No, because
Because
she
you
would
would
have
have
got.
to
No,
disconnect
she
from
would
the
have
cage
caught
and go
it. She
down.
would have caught it on the upswing and brought it down with her on the backswing.
Ugh, yeah, I guess.
If it stabbed hard enough.
The sickle was at the top of the eye cage with the blade facing down. How did she not notice that? The reason we
Because she
didn't
was
see
looking
it was
at the
because the
rock the whole
fabric
time.
covering the cage.
Yep. Forehead on rock.
Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place. It's true the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble. But the statue's weight kept it from falling over.
Wait, if it's on the cloth, then it's gotta be Kyo.
Suppose, theoretically here. Once everything
see.
was in place, if you stomped hard enough on the seesaw,
We've had incidences where it's just not.
Tanko's body would have been shot upwards and hit the blade on top of the cage.
Shunk.
I was really hoping we get an
She
animation
was
of
bent
that.
over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with the neck. But, like, look at this. They're completely ignoring the fact that the cage is resting on that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you
that
would
would
need to be
move the
so
cage,
It
though.
would have to have been
No,
perfectly placed.
because he made the circle. He would have known exactly where to
Oh my
place it.
God.
Yeah, this is
Actually, no, the cage is resting on both sides. That actually works.
Yeah.
That does work, because the cage
With
is
the-
still supported on the left and right side. Even if it drops in one point, that's not gonna
Okay,
matter.
but look at
The
what's
cage
going
wouldn't
on
be
here.
affected.
the setup was still done by Krekia, right?
Correct. Look
Well,
what's going
no, the
on
setup
here,
was
though.
done by everyone. Everyone
The-
helped with the setup.
The balance point of the cage, for it to not drop whatsoever, and for it to stay like they're showing it right now, would have to be centered at around, you guys can't see this, but they can't see
Like
it on
the
the recording
fulcrum?
either.
I mean, you
It would-
also have to remember the floorboards aren't very thick, so
Yeah.
it's just removing a small segment
And it's
of
also
it.
only temporary, too.
Well,
It might not...
Yeah, that's
there's
true,
only-
that's true. I
Sorry,
guess it's
there's
not
only
removing
one
the weight
seesaw
from the
floorboard.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It would
the weight of
definitely
the dog
rock it.
statue would have kept it in place even if it was missing one floorboard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think
would
that's...
definitely
it's
rock
not, the issue
it,
is
but-
not the basket would move. The issue is that the seesaw trick could only work in one place in the entire room.
And they would have
Yeah.
known because
Yeah,
they-
I suppose.
Maybe
Well, I'm
someone
so
who
curious
also
about this
knew
one.
he was-
Wait, wouldn't they, if it was Cricket, wouldn't they be able to hear his voice move?
That's
to
what
the
I'm
side
wondering.
of the
That's
Then
what
room?
he said about
Put it-
everyone
No,
else.
no, they would not have. He did not have to sing the song. It says so in the Caged Child.
Wait, was he not leading them?
Oh.
No, it's everyone.
I was
It's
like, hang on,
everyone.
it sounds
Ex-
like Cricket
Wait,
and
I-
Kichi are one voice here.
Finally turn off all the lights.
the spirit,
Not including the spirit
not
medium.
including the spirit medium.
medium is...
Oh my
no, the
Oh,
spirit,
wait.
god.
Spirit medium is
Tanko.
Tenko. Spirit medium is Tenko.
Yeah.
Yeah, spirit medium's Tanko.
Oh,
because
oh,
It also literally said he
not
was
the
leading
leader of
them.
the seance.
He
Yeah.
started singing and they all joined in.
Like, there was
Okay.
one voice that
Okay,
could have been
hold on.
Cricky's voice leading them in the audio file.
Alright, hold on. What if, hear me out, he never started singing, but there's something, there's a recording of him singing in the dog, which is why he started it. So he could link it up.
I would be okay with
Or
that.
everyone just didn't notice because they're a dumbass.
Yeah.
And
Or
they
they're
proved
No, I
that
think
to
someone
be
would have
dumb.
noticed.
Yeah.
I think she
I don't
she
know,
would have
I'm really
noticed.
excited. This murder went from, oh, we know what happened, to, what?
Yeah. This
Because
is
the
great.
pure
Like,
contrivedness.
this is why it's actually enjoyable, because it's so contrived. Like, it's past the point of this is
Alright, so,
weird. It's
yeah,
like, this is
nobody would ever-
hilarious.
Nobody would ever come up with this, and
No.
let's be real. Nobody would ever figure this out.
Honestly.
Alright, let's
This
continue.
game- this
We're
game
probably
makes me-
close to
This
the
is-
break.
That
This
is
is-
the best evidence for it being Crackia, because
This
no
is-
one else
Because
is
only,
deranged enough to
only
try.
he is so contrived.
This is a Maki line, by the way.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in her crouched position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length. Tried to combine those words.
Scott.
Scott!
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox
Oh, and
idea.
that's why the floorboard is actually resting on top of it now, because it's on
It's
top of the rest of the
crazy.
floor.
But it would explain how Tenka got stabbed while she was in her other cage.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard come loose. I mean, it could have been Krekia, but someone could have rigged it. And then they could have entered the room, done the stomp, and fucking skedaddled, which also would have stopped the seance from working.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide.
Yeah.
Gonta does not know if that was supposed to be a joke.
Wait, what the hell? The fucking seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy, Morty.
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know.
Yes! He gets
They can't
it!
get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box.
The next scene is Krekia, like, enthusiastically agreeing. It's like, yeah, that's what I was doing.
Great job keeping me entertained.
God damn it.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
I literally have a shrimp for a brain. I don't know how you think I am capable of pulling this off.
Thank you for it. It wasn't you, wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw homicide.
That's gotta be a pun in Japanese, right? Like,
huh?
Seesaw.
Why her? Himiko is literally like 5 pounds. She would not be able to move floorboard.
Because she's only one capable of carrying out this plan.
I bet you the next one's gonna be like the magic circle. And oh, she didn't do it because she would have had to walk over there in pitch black.
The only one? Why's that?
Didn't you know Himiko is
it looks
Oh,
like
it's also gonna. There's gonna be the hole in the floor as well, which is why she couldn't do it. That's gonna be the justification.
it looks
she was
like
standing
Yeah.
homicide in Japanese is satsujin. So I'm gonna go with it's
Seesaw
not a
satsujin.
pun.
Seesaw satsujin.
It's probably really fun to say. Unless Seesaw has its own word in Japanese.
I mean, yes,
think
it would.
I'm pretty sure it's just...
Seesaw, yeah.
Yeah.
Seesaw Sasuji.
I gotta say, playing Rhythm Heaven has made me fluent in Japanese.
Yep.
I'm so impressed.
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
Then the culprits would need to lure the victim into the prepared room.
But all the places had their not bowels cut. Jesus Christ, what do they call them? Cross pieces.
Yeah, you know, your bowels.
I think I used the word dowel in my head like another long piece of wood.
Then that is why you chose that room for the seance. Is it not, Himiko?
Oh, this line again.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use?
The middle room, again. The middle room's always best for stuff like this. Again.
Yes, it could be Himiko.
But like,
It can't.
Kokichi also got fucking dunked on in the other room.
Yeah, the cross pieces in every single room were cut.
Okay.
So it didn't matter what room it was
It's
in.
for the seance.
Do we have a truth bullet that says that each...
Well, Kokichi's account, yeah. That
Yeah,
room
okay.
also
That
had
room
a
also had a
piece
piece-
cut
Yeah,
off.
Kokichi's just kind of okay now, isn't he?
It's bloody
I honestly
Kokichi!
kind of like Kokichi.
They
a
must
little bit
have
more
cut
now
the
that he's-
floorboards in all of
No,
them.
I didn't mean that. I meant like...
Wait, this
Oh, yeah,
this
he's
murder
fine.
must have been
Healthy.
preempted.
He
This
washed.
murder-
I said he washed his face off in the fountain.
This murder must have been like pre-prepared because if the floorboards were cut in all of the rooms,
Yeah.
they must have been preparing for this,
Yeah,
knowing that
who
that's
would,
gonna
in
happen,
the
not
spur
knowing
of
which
the
room.
moment, just Who would, in the spur of the moment, just put this sickle blade on here? Like, what if this floorboard is loose?
See, but the thing is that looking at this, Krikya's wearing bandages on his hands. He always wears them, but it's very convenient to hide the fact that he might have cut his hand.
You know what's also convenient? The fact that they had to do a seance in the first place.
Yes.
And the fact that the blanket was in his room. Anyway,
was this ready?
No, I feel like this is the perfect setup for him to be like,
right, Nick?
For Krikya to like have been like, I cut all the floorboards, but like I'm not gonna tell them that. So like, it was Himiko who was actually the one who.
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
You were quite vocal about the seance.
Right back.
Kyoko, or...
Kyoko, let's go with that.
You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Kyoko Hoko?
Oh God!
That's an edit I want.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time.
Oh, that's based off of the Ultra Despair Girls thing, isn't it?
Then she waited for me to host the seance and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it.
There's like 18 different flaws.
Okay,
with this fucking logic.
So
A, Himiko's too light. B, Kokichi's in the floorboard thing. C, it was pitch black in the fucking room. D, how would she have gotten the sickle into the thing if it was Krekya's?
So hang on.
I think that's all I've got so far.
Here's 3 theories. Broke. Himiko suggested the middle room because she had cut the floorboard. And they were all cut, so it didn't matter which room it was in. Woke. Krekya is the murderer, using that fact that they're all cut to try to trick people into not thinking that, and thinking that it's Himiko. Double woke!
You mean bespoke.
Bespoke! Himiko is the murderer, cut all 3 of them, anticipating that Krekya would try to think that it was only the middle one that was cut! So that way, when they suspected Krekya, it would have suspicion off of her. Now there's the theory.
Krekya knew she would think that and did this advance
I think it's really unlikely it was Himiko. Because specifically because she first volunteered to be the person. I don't think she would have bothered if, she's gonna try to go through all that.
What if they both just have the same plan and like one of them gets there after the other and it's like, what the fuck? Why is it already done?
Who did it? Alright.
Then she killed Tenko, all according to her to plan.
All 4 people in the room for the seance all had the same idea to do the thing. And the big thunk was when they all jumped into each other in the middle of the room. Like, those flying chest bumps? It's like a quadruple one of those between all the people in the room.
They all bump into each other.
Guys!
Well, that's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing?
Ellipses.
In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
Are you pointing your thumb at me? Wait, we don't know that, right? He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
Gonta is literally shitting and coming right now.
Kill Tenko? I killed Tenko? You guys ready to see my new sprite?
Uh-oh.
Himiko?
We're about to get the intermission.
Hey, shit ass, wanna see my new sprite?
What's wrong, Himiko?
It is true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea, but does that mean that Himiko really killed Tenko? Would something like that really happen? Something so cruel?
Intermission.
Intermission.
Damn! I was really hoping she would, like, her face would get really dark and she would directly face the screen.
Yes!
Alright, so we did
Right,
that.
what the fuck? You didn't say
Okay,
it.
1 second. Boom! There we go.
Alright.
I like how, if we're being real, what we probably should do is we should read the Monokuma Theater as the last part of the these episodes.
Yeah.
But since that's never what we've done, we won't.
Did you really just forget to save?
I forgot to save twice, dumbass. Okay, so, this is getting good, honestly. This is a fairly intriguing
I
episode.
enjoy this trial. The only
It's a good
downside is
trial.
I feel like I know who it is already, and we don't even know who killed Angie. Are
I
they the
agree,
same
I
person?
agree. Are they
I
the
hope
same
not.
person? Was it Tenko? There's a chance it was Tenko and just nobody dies here. Who knows what happens?
There's a chance it's Tenko and a fucking
Hang on a minute,
bounty
there's
is
also
put
a
on
chance
someone
that
else's
it's
head.
correct yet, and he just sticks around, and they all know that he straight up
Yeah,
he's just there.
It's a chance.
That's
that
ideal,
Tenko
that's
fucking
ideal,
murdered Tenko,
honestly.
and there's a bounty on his goddamn head.
So,
and Himiko fucking kills him next goddamn trial, and she's
Does-
like, "Yep, I did it. Oops.
Oopsie.
Figure out how, fucko."
Does anybody have anything else to say before I cut it here?
Yes. It feels like Kyo is pulling the "I'm the imposter in Among Us. Let me push all of the blame onto someone else for a thing I very
Yeah.
clearly did." Strat.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like it
do
would have
that
gotten
all
away
the
with it a lot
goddamn time.
easier if we hadn't played Among Us.
Yeah.
When the imposter is correct, yeah. When
Guys,
the imposter
does this
is
mean we have to
sus.
play an episode of play an episode. Does that mean we have to play a game of Among Us where we all try and kill people in the most Danganronpa-esque way? With VoIP?
I have
Should have been
a
a non-scripted.
theory about the whole game, the game as a whole.
Okay, but we will do that off camera because
Yeah.
I wanted to remind the audience to do the Danganronpa. Okay, bye.